In the early 1800s, the world had electric fever, and the race was on to build a self-contained electric lamp. Long before Thomas Edison would make it a commercial success. Much like the bicycle and the car, there were many tryouts, and Edison stood on the shoulders of many. In 1835, James Bowman Lindsay demonstrated an electric light in Dundee, Scotland, but did not pursue it any further. In 1838, a Belgian inventor named Marcellin Jobard invented an incandescent light bulb with a vacuum atmosphere, using a carbon filament. 2 years later, British scientist Warren de la Rue used a platinum filament in a vacuum tube instead, which did improve longevity, but it was too expensive. 1 year later, in 1841, Frederick de Marlens of England was the first to be granted a patent for an incandescent lamp. In 1865, a German chemist named Hermann Sprengel invented a mercury vacuum pump, which would help extend the filament life in the light bulb dramatically. In 1874, two Canadians named Henry Woodward and Matthew Evans invented a very effective light bulb filled with nitrogen, but due to a lack of funding, they sold their patent to Thomas Edison in 1879. At the same time, a Russian inventor named Alexander Laliga obtained a patent for an incandescent light bulb in Russia, which also consisted of a nitrogen-filled globe and a carbon conductor. In 1878, William Sawyer and Albion Mann received the first U.S. patent for an improvement of electric light, which also consisted of a nitrogen-filled globe and a carbon conductor, once again like the previous inventor. In 1880, Sir Joseph Swan received a British patent for his light bulb. As a physicist, chemist, and an independent inventor, he was the first person to provide electric lighting for homes and public buildings, including the Savoy Theatre in London. Perhaps the biggest contribution to Thomas Edison's light bulb came from the inventor Louis Latimer. Without his perfection of the carbon filament, Edison's light bulbs would have burned out quickly. Louis and Swan both joined Edison. Although Louis defended Edison's patents against countless litigations, he received little credit when compared to Thomas Edison and many other inventors. Today, incandescent light bulbs are illegal to sell in the United States, and they are banned in many countries due to their inefficiency, since 90% of the energy they produce is turned into heat, with only 10% of that energy being converted to light.